It's a good question we get asked all the time. Well, why do we do this? Aren't you glorifying killing of people? And we say we're not. We're actually doing the opposite.
My name is Marcio da Cunha. I am a historical reenactor as a hobby, president as well as a captain of the King's 8th Regiment of Foot, the Light Company. This is both a passion and a hobby, but this is our form of hobby. There's a lot of different people with different personalities. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing. But overall, people are good. It's something about this though. We were doing one event such as the siege of Fort Erie, and we were marched onto the field. And when that was happening, there was a little girl who was giving us little candies. And she says to us with a straight face, "This is your last meal, you're about to die." And we just heard this large explosion after explosion. Finished firing the explosions in front of us, then asked us to march onto the field after she just said that. We went to a big line of men, and we had to march column by column towards the fort while explosions are going off around us. We got to see how it may have been like the visual scene for those men, and it was very moving for many of them. So there's a great deal that we learned just by experimenting and being there that you normally don't get by reading a book. My wife's family's even been doing this for generations, right? She did it because her father did it. My son's doing it, obviously, and he's the third generation doing this.
We're trying to show people what happened while learning ourselves. You know, we'll never know what they went through, but we can learn how difficult some of the things were. An example is this. This is a Shortland Brown Bess musket. This is not original, this is a reproduction, but it's an exact reproduction of the original. This fires, and I fired it live. Like, I've actually put real bullets, musket balls, down the barrel with the powder, and we've shot them at the range. Like I said, we're doing more experimental archaeology, more living history. We want to find out why they're doing this, and the answer is because they had to. Just like today, some people want to, and some people had to.
People are still the same, right? There's propaganda back in the time, especially in the context of the American Revolution, that people fell for. People are falling for the same things on Facebook. Oh, like this, you know, thoughts and prayers, or share this, or answer this question, not realizing they're falling into some trap or spreading something that's not true. That's what we're seeing through this too, right? A lot of the odd beliefs that people had, they're having again. They come back in circles. You know, you can cure everything with this one pill. Meanwhile, there's no medical or scientific proof behind it. And then we have that in the same thing in the 19th and the 18th centuries during the American Revolution. Drink this tonic and it'll save you. Eat this one little thing and it's gonna change your life. It doesn't work that way. You need to look at all the research. You need to look at the context of everything as a whole and apply that together. And people didn't do that back then as often. People aren't doing that now. It hasn't changed at all. It's about experimenting, and we learn these things, right? Like firing these muskets, we experiment with them, we learn them. That's why every guy in my group is firing these live, so they learn that this is not a toy, and I actually know that this is safe, and I know that it's also dangerous because I fired it live. Some people play golf. You know, some people like us go to the shooting range. Some people want to go to a fancy dinner in a black tie. Well, it's pretty much what people do. It's just we do it a different way, and it's because we want to learn about things. Everyone hears about the big political issues of the day, but they very often ignore or miss the finer details of these people's lives, and that's what we teach them. We do it because we love the history that's involved.